I'll start with Alex, because Alex, I saw this when I got up this morning. I'm glad you brought this up, but you guys had another earthquake up there, the same spot, and I looked back. This is the 8th earthquake since April 5th in the Randleman area. What are folks saying about this up there, and did a lot of folks feel this morning?
Yeah, it is interesting. We kind of know they happen before the USGS lets us know, because we get a lot of feedback and calls from people in Randolph County. They're like, hey, the ground is shaking. We can feel it. And sure enough, we had another one this morning, magnitude 2.0. And it's interesting to note, so going back to your theory that we talked about from the Weather Impact Show a couple days ago, about the reservoir-induced seismicity, I kind of looked into it. In Lake Randleman, the water levels haven't really dropped all that much or significantly. I still think it's fascinating that these are occurring right next to Lake Randleman. And then the other thing that might be causing it, just kind of digging in, is long-term drought-depleting groundwater can actually cause fault lines to kind of shift a little bit, and that could be causing some of those as well. But it's fascinating that we've had that many earthquakes in just, what do you say, 5 weeks?
Give me a slide.
Yeah, it is really interesting. And, some of the research that I started reading up on from South Carolina, they call them microquakes because they're small. But the thing is, Alex, there's got to be an existing fault or fracture in the rock somewhere, which has probably always been there. But as you mentioned, if the groundwater below starts going down or surface water goes up or down, it can change the pressure on those rocks and cause that. So it'll be interesting. I'm kind of curious if, like, someone in the state seismology office will come and kind of do some investigation on that. But it is interesting. We'll see how long this goes, because 8 of them is a lot. They've all been relatively small. I think 2.4 has been the biggest one so far, maybe. So barely on that threshold where people kind of feel they're not damaging. I think people get really worried, Alex, when they, what's going on? And these are kind of normal. We've seen a couple of these across the Carolinas. This certainly isn't a sign of something bigger down the road. It probably is just something small, and it could be due to drought or water levels, or it could just be a regular earthquake storm. There's a lot of things we don't understand about some of these small faults that we have in the Carolinas.